Yo guys, how are we all doing? Can you all hear me loud and clear? If so, please let me know in the chat of the stream. Hey guys, we can't hear you. So can or can you not hear me? Okay, great guys. Okay, great. I am very happy to hear that. Okay guys, so first of all, let's see what is going on with the markets at the moment. Yeah, so quick announcement. If you guys want me to analyze a pair for you, just let me know in the chat of the stream and I'll make sure to go over that pair for you. And in the meantime, we'll see what has been going on with the dollar pairs this morning. Yeah, thank you, Anka. I'm feeling already better. I'm already feeling better, yeah. But yeah, let's see, guys. Quick view on Aussie dollar at the moment, because Aussie dollar has been moving super beautifully. As we can all, pretty much see at the moment, what Aussie dollar has been doing is that we've been pulling back. Excuse me. Absolutely beautiful. As we can very clearly see at the moment, what's been happening and what's been going on is that, of course, we took out this liquidity, as I mentioned this morning in the daily market outlook. As we can then see, we essentially had kind of that intraday pullback over here, broke that structure in towards the downside, pullback, and are now seeing a dump. Currently just waiting for this area of demand to get hit. In my opinion, that is the next area that is going to get hit. Yeah, man, markets have been quite dull, not gonna lie. I haven't been really trading actively myself. Of course, I was pretty sick as well, but yeah, not actively trading at all, actually. Quickly viewing the 15 on Aussie dollar. Yeah, Aussie dollar was an absolute beauty this morning. As we can very clearly see, we just grabbed liquidity above this high of the overall Asian range. Let me just see if this will load. Yeah, so this is the Asian range over here. As you can see, this box, and yeah, the market just grabbed the high and just has been tanking ever since. Beautiful sights. Quickly going back in towards the 4 hour. Currently just waiting for Aussie dollar to pull back in towards my demand zone before looking for a potential upside move once again. So let's see. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning. Yeah, so okay, lots and lots of requests, guys. Yeah, man, we're still in lockdown here in the Netherlands, sad enough. At least kind of a partial lockdown, to be honest. Not a full lockdown, but a partial lockdown. Restaurants and stuff are still not open. But yeah, I think there's gonna be an interview tonight with the Prime Minister, so let's see what that's going to be all about, but whatever. Luckily, trading will never stop. So let's see, euro dollar, guys. Euro dollar. Let's see what euro dollar has been doing. Dollar's been on fire this morning, not gonna lie. Yeah, Eshan, I've been feeling better. Still with a lot of a headache, but it is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah, NAS is after, and then after that we'll be looking at those EC longs for you. So yeah, what have we been seeing on euro dollar? So yeah, euro dollar has been pushing down beautifully from this area of demand or supply, excuse me, of course. Going in towards the lower time frame, what we will probably pretty clearly be able to see is of course a break of kind of this major area of support at the moment. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of euro dollar at the moment. My main focus was on Aussie dollar this morning, or at least watching what Aussie dollar was doing and how Aussie dollar was going to be playing out. For me, euro dollar is just a little bit too consolidative at the moment. Quick view on this is that, yeah, so this essentially is your entire impulse up. Then we have a pullback down towards this low. This low then takes out this high, which means this is then your higher low. This becomes your essentially higher high. And then if we just pull this one along, what does that mean? That means that this is your high. This high gets broken by this high over here. That means this is your low. So essentially this is what happens. So this is your higher low, this is your higher high, this is your higher low, this is your higher high, but then this low gets broken by this high. So this is now your swing high, this is now your swing low. So essentially your dollar on the 15 is now bearish. So you're bearish on the 15, 4 hour is currently located inside that daily area of supply, which could mean your dollar is bound for lower price action if we see a lower if we see a potential pullback on the lower time frame occur. You could potentially still get into a euro dollar short down lower. Quick look at euro. So EC, what do you mean with EC? Is that euro CAD, euro Swiss? Which one? NAS 100. Let's have a look at that for you. Let's have a look at NAS. NAS has been pushing down pretty hard. I think, yeah, I shared a chart on this one last night in the community. If you're not in yet, by the way, make sure to join. It's all just for free in the Discord, or the Discord link is in the description down below. If we quickly just view what we can see on the daily time frame, this is currently our area of daily demand. This kind of like sell to buy. Inside of these bearish candles, there's a lot of demand, which essentially caused the push up in towards the highs. Therefore, I'm kind of waiting for this area to get hit. We had a wick over here, as we can clearly see. This wick broke this area of demand, which means that this area of demand, that there's no demand inside it anymore. So it's not very likely that we're going to see a real significant push up higher from that area. Hence why I kind of expect this low now to get run and for us to start pushing in towards this area of daily demand. Furthermore, what do we have? We have these two equal lows. So this low didn't get taken out by this low over here. Furthermore, this low is also kind of the swing low. So I'm just really waiting for that low to get taken out before seeing a potential reversal. So yeah, that's pretty much what I am waiting for on NAS. So I hope that answers your question, Starboy. So let's have a look at your Swiss long. Euro Swiss. So yeah, Euro Swiss, what has been going on? Yeah, so to be honest, I don't really like Euro Swiss, not gonna lie. What's really clear about Euro Swiss is just the overall downtrend movement, essentially. Since, what is it, 9th of March 2021, we've just been moving down. Yeah, of course we've broken, let's say, this area of support and resistance now, but yeah, it is Euro Swiss. It's just not a pair that I'm really a big fan of, to be honest. Quickly diving in towards the 4 hour, of course this is an area of demand over here. However, I would personally not be wanting to go long from there, because essentially your entire impulse up is from, let's say, here to here, and longing from here is just not a very good value, especially if you take into account that the overall trend on the higher time frame is just downwards. Of course, we've been breaking some structure. However, when you have such a strong downward momentum, such a strong downtrend on, let's say, the daily, a push up like this could just be a liquidity grab just to fuel or grab some orders to push the market further down, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not personally trading Euro Swiss, so it's kind of hard for me to give a very good explanation on what I expect from that pair. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. I personally think that we will head further down on this pair, but yeah, it's also just kind of fundamentally based, personally. Wow, so I've had a question: how do you decide when to enter a trade or not when you hit a major supply or demand zone? So essentially what I have is specific entry methods. I essentially teach this inside the VIP community, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to promote myself in any way here. Over there I just kind of explain how to enter or exit the market. I just simply have special lines which I view, and once those lines get hit, I just exactly know when to enter or not. Oh, Eshan, really appreciate it, man. Much love, much love. Andre, hello Fabio, are you OK? Can you tell me what indicator that is? Can't find it on TradingView. Asia sessions highs, lows. Yeah, essentially just this one, just Asia session high, low, mid lines. Just type that in and you should probably find it. Yeah, G-Fire, we're coming in today 2 times. Yeah, definitely 100%, man. GU, please. Yeah, let's have a look at GU, guys. So let's have a look at pound dollar. I don't know why this is not loading. Okay, so pound dollar. What are we currently seeing, or what is currently happening on this pair? So at the moment on pound dollar, what we're essentially seeing is, of course, a tap in towards this area of supply, which I mentioned in, well, at least I've had this area of supply already drawn on my chart for such a long time, right? As we can clearly see, we tapped in towards this area of supply over here, kind of like the bottom of this buy to sell. And as we can clearly see, we've just been rejecting it. So personally, what do I expect from pound dollar? Well, I do expect us to start pulling back in towards at least the 136 region. That for me is just kind of like imminent for pound dollar at the moment, especially if we also dive in towards the lower time frame. Have a quick look at what the 4-hour has been doing over here. We can clearly see that the momentum in towards the upside is currently just slowing down. Just switch in towards the 1 hour for a minute as well. We can also see that the 1 hour trend has also been starting to slow down. As we can see clearly, this low over here failed to take at this high. After that, this low over here got run, and at the moment these highs got respected. So for now, what I'm expecting, well, if we can break this low over here, I'll definitely be looking for further downside push. Yeah, for now I am expecting further downside on pound dollar. Do you think GJ is in a demand zone? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at GJ. GJ in a demand zone. Let's have a look at the daily real quick first. Yeah, you could view this as an area of daily demand. This is an area of potential slowdown. I am kind of looking for GJ to slow down inside this region, yeah, for sure. Once GJ comes in towards the zone, I do personally think we could start seeing that. By the way, guys, do not forget to leave a like on the stream if you would, or if you are enjoying these streams and want me to do more. Just leave a like, would really appreciate that. Let's have a look. Okay, so what is next? What do you think about potential longs on NZD-CAD soon? Let's have a look at NZD-CAD. Yeah, I like NZD-CAD. NZD-CAD is been or has been coming from an area of daily demand. That is one thing for sure. CAD at the moment, we can see this is your area of daily demand. And sorry guys for my Wi-Fi. I don't know why it's been so slow and so bad recent days. But as we can see, yeah, we came from this area of daily demand. Have been pulling or pushing up again. The daily is in a downtrend from what I see over here at the moment. Quickly looking at the 4 hour, what can we currently see? Let's have a look. So yeah, looking at Kiwi CAD at the moment, what I would be looking at is definitely just this zone over here. As we can see, we have this liquidity low. Let's see if that low can get run and then get a potential reversal after taking out this high. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for on Kiwi CAD for sure, Kareem. Hey Fabio, can you use the line chart to locate supply and demand levels? I would personally not recommend. I would just focus on imbalance candles and on areas of consolidation. So if you see an area of consolidation within the market, for instance, let's just say this area over, for instance, here, this area of consolidation over here, what you can clearly see is that if you have a rally up, then a base, then a massive drop down, which caused, for instance, a break of structure, you look to your right, you can see the market come in towards there, you'll see a dump out of it. So I would just recommend use these normal candlesticks, focus on areas of consolidation, and then kind of refine these areas or these zones that you initially drew onto certain candles, such as imbalance candles. Any tips on getting better trading wise? Biggest tip is essentially just watch my market outlook every single morning, and just before you watch it, analyze the market yourself, analyze those major dollar pairs yourself, and then watch my video and then compare kind of your analysis with mine. And then if you have any questions, just drop it in the free community. I'm always glad to help you out. Can you give your view on pound Aussie? Yeah, for sure, man. Sorry guys, I'm still a little bit sick with my voice, and my nose is still a little bit runny. But yeah, let's have a look at pound Aussie. Yeah, very big fan of pound Aussie, to be honest. Just a little bit of a messy pair at the moment. We have a lot of bullish structure. What we can currently see is that we had a 4 hour break of structure, and it's still loading, and I don't know why it's taking so much time. Yeah, EU and GU selling off. Good stuff. I don't know why this is loading, guys. My apologies. Yeah, good stuff. Let's see if euro dollar and GU can sell off further. I would love to see a bigger impulse down. Let's see. Is AU also selling off further? Yeah, good stuff. Let's see, guys. We're soon gonna hit that area of demand, in my opinion. Sorry, Max. Just to get back to your pound Aussie question, I would personally stay out of pound Aussie at the moment, just purely because structure higher for now. So Fabio, how come US dollar is bullish after negative US data or date? I think you mean data. Well, mainly because it was priced in. So we've seen a lot of US selling pressure, of course, over the past few days. So in my opinion, everything has kind of been priced in news-wise. So that's why I'm not really surprised that we are seeing a push up. Because remember, this dump down also came after positive US news. So for me personally, it's not a surprise that we're kind of pushing up again. What is the minimum RR you maintain? Do you follow it on all time frames? Essentially a 1 to 2 is kind of the minimum that I take, and I use it on all time frames. Yeah. So yeah, that is that. In the meantime, let's have a quick look at gold. We haven't looked at gold today, guys. What has gold been doing? So gold, yeah, gold is pretty much just ranging, as we can see at the moment. Not much going on, sadly. Very ugly. Kind of flipped in towards this wick over here of supply. But again, this is not a very strong area of supply because it didn't really achieve anything, right? It didn't even break this area of demand. And this area of demand pretty much took out this area of supply. That's why we saw a big push up from this area of demand. because you can see that, look, if you just view this from a supply and demand perspective, we have supply over here. Why is that supply? Well, we took out this, let's say, structure. Then what happens? This becomes supply over here. So what happens? You essentially, or this sell candle then takes out both areas of supply. So this area of supply and this area of supply get taken out by this demand. Then the market comes back in, and then you start moving up. So yeah, a very, very clean, small long it could be, but personally not longing. Why? Because 4 hours is still bearish, but I am expecting this high over here to get run very soon. That's pretty much what I'm just waiting for. But yeah, if you guys watched my video of this morning, you'll probably know that. Yeah, I am kind of convinced that gold is going to start pushing up higher in towards that higher supply zone. It is pretty much what I am waiting for, not going to lie. This is what I think is next for gold. 8014, excuse me. USD CAD, yeah, of course. Let's have a look at USD CAD in the meantime. Guys, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like on the stream. Would really mean the world to me. So yeah, let's have a look at USD CAD. Yeah, I personally think USD CAD is ready for a push up higher. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, USD CAD does look good for a push up higher. Quickly diving in towards the daily time frame. What are we currently seeing over there? USD CAD on the daily. Yeah, so on the daily, pretty much what we're currently reacting to is this area over here. So you can see these two sell candles before the big push up, right? So let's say we take that. That is currently what we're reacting to, this area of demand over here. What's really nice about this area of demand is that we have this swing low, right? So this swing low is acting as your liquidity low. As we can clearly see, we take out the swing low over here, and from there we just start reversing up again. So demand combined with this liquidity is essentially what is causing the market to push up. So let's see, guys. I do think we could see a nice pullback on dollar CAD, kind of form back up in towards this area of supply sooner than later. That's kind of what I'm looking for on dollar CAD. Fabio, how do you use fundamental data in conjunction with technical analysis? Well, essentially, I just read about it every single day, and essentially when I'm managing my trades, I tend to be more or less aggressive depending on what the news has been saying about, let's say, the dollar, of course. I don't really take it into consideration when taking the trade itself, just purely when managing the trade, and also kind of understanding what the probability of the trade is, what the probability is that the trade is going to be playing out. Let me put it that way. So yeah, guys, in the meantime, any other questions, just let me know. I'm always happy to help. If you have any suggestions, by the way, for a video for tomorrow, because this afternoon I'm also going to be filming tomorrow's video. So if you have any suggestion for tomorrow's video, just let me know what you would like to see. Yeah. Gold looking good, guys, for a push up higher soon. Use Swiss. USD Swiss. Yeah, USD Swiss is messy, guys. 4 hour is very bearish. Looking at the daily, we have some daily demand, but I think this daily demand is going to get run. I wouldn't be surprised if we start moving down lower in towards, let's say, this area very soon. And this is pretty much what is next for me personally. Yeah. Weekly view on USD CAD. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the weekly on USD CAD. Yeah, USD CAD weekly is, for me, USD CAD weekly is just bearish. Essentially, you're bearish from like here down to here, and this is just all correction. Yeah. USD CAD. Pretty much, yeah, you could. I wouldn't really use the weekly to analyze. A lot of people would view this as kind of like a bullish trend, but for me, this is just a correction before a potential further drop down. Like how you could also just view this is essentially just a kind of like ascending wedge formation before a further sell-off. Was it a long and hard road to become profitable? Yeah, it was a very, very, very long road. I'm not gonna lie. It took a lot of hours and a lot of work, but it was enjoyable. That is one thing that is sure. Swiss yen. Let's have a look at Swiss yen. What's Swiss yen been doing? Swiss yen. Swiss yen. Yeah, so Swiss yen, I have kind of been looking at potential shorts, not gonna lie. Swiss yen, I have been looking at shorts. I was pretty much just hoping for a little bit of a push up higher, not gonna lie. If you were in the stream last week, you know that we were pointing out this zone on the daily for potential pullback, so that caused the price to pull back. I would personally love one more push up, kind of take out the liquidity above all these highs, tap in towards this 4-hour area of supply for then the real sell-off to occur. But yeah, we have to take into account that this already could be the real drop. But as long as we respect this low, this is just all the pullback. So just waiting for us to pull back in towards here before, yeah, for the sell-off. That's it for Swiss yen. Bitcoin. Yeah, we can do Bitcoin for you guys. Let us have a look at Bitcoin. What has Bitcoin been doing? I'm not gonna lie, like I would not be surprised if Bitcoin does start moving down lower still. I am currently just focusing on the weekly chart. Everybody is of course hoping that Bitcoin is going to start moving up higher very soon, but we have to just be realistic, guys. If we look at the weekly and if we look at the weekly, we have this zone over here, right? Then additionally, we also have this zone over here. So this is your area of demand. This is your area of demand. This used to be your area of supply. This area of supply got taken out by this area of demand. This area of demand is significant because it is extreme demand and essentially caused a break of structure over here. So what is important to realize and to understand? Well, this area of supply, or this area of demand, excuse me, has been tapped into, right? As we can see, we tapped into and we straight away got a reaction. So we know that there is demand inside of here. However, how significant is this area of demand? Well, it's not very significant anymore because of the fact that the majority of demand has already been taken out. So as we can see, we've now tapped all the way in towards the bottom of that area of demand. Right? We've still respected the low, but we've essentially taken out everything that is inside of this area of demand. So for me personally, this demand zone is very weak. Essentially, it's not even, there's no real demand in it anymore. So price needs to start pushing up. If we break this low of, what is it, 39.6, then I would not be surprised if we hit 34.259 very soon. Because that is, or let me put it this way, let me just draw it wick to wick, 34.678. That is kind of like the level I'm going to be looking at if we break 39.600. So yeah, that's kind of my Bitcoin perspective, to be honest. Like everybody's saying, well, we formed a bottom again over here. Like, of course, it is potentially like that, but personally, like if you just view it from a supply and demand perspective, most of the demand out of this candle has already been taken out. If we break below this wick, nothing is in here anymore. So that's why I'll just be focusing on that area of demand. So yeah, let's have a look at Euro Kiwi. Okay guys, one more like and we have 50 likes. Don't forget to leave a like if you're in the stream. Would really appreciate it if we could get at least 50 likes. Euro Kiwi, yeah. Euro Kiwi. My apologies guys. 1 hour supply zone, definitely. This is definitely an area of 1 hour supply that I'm going to be looking at. Let's see. Once we come in towards this zone, we could look at shorts for sure, J Quinn. For sure. Daily is bearish, 4 hours bearish. Let's just wait and see. That's pretty much what I'm waiting for. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Is it always a must for Asian high to be taken out? No, it is not always a must for the Asian high to get taken out. If the Asian high always got taken out, trading would be very easy, because then you would just always have to wait for that Asian high to get taken out, right? And then you could just sell. Trading would become very, very easy if it worked like that. So yeah, it's not always like that. High value, thinking of signing up to someone's course and mentorship, but there seems so many in addition to yours on the internet, and really I don't know which one to choose. Could you give me a few pointers really as to why I should consider yours above others? Yeah, why would you consider mine? Well, essentially, I'm not again trying to sell myself. I just try to provide value. I don't try to sell a lifestyle. For me, it's just all about, yeah, providing you guys with as much value as possible. If you like all the free value that, yeah, you get essentially on YouTube, and you just want to know how to enter the market, and you also want to, yeah, receive essentially trade signals with trades that I take myself, yeah, just join. I mean, we do regular live sessions with the entire community, like two a week, in which I just, yeah, essentially explain how I view the market, how I enter the market. And I think that by doing that, I just keep it really real and yeah, honest, let me put it that way. For me, it's all about providing value and not essentially kind of like selling value, if you understand what I mean. A lot of people watch YouTube channels like Daniel Savage and stuff or whatever, and it's all just either for, yeah, it's just selling a lifestyle. People love the lifestyle, people love the Lamborghinis, love the whatever, the 10 and millions of thousands of profits, the 20% a month FDMO accounts, but at the end of the day, like, just go and find who provides the most value to you. That's what it's all about. So yeah, let's see. I hope that's kind of an answer to your question, David. So let's see, what is next? Euro yen. Let's have a look at Euro yen, yeah. Thank you, GGPM, really means the world, man. Yeah, so Euro yen has been pushing down, essentially from an area of daily supply. What color is your Lambo? I do not have a Lambo. I am not gonna lie, guys. I don't even want a Lambo, to be honest. I want a Porsche 911 Turbo S. That is what I want. I don't want a Lambo. But the Porsche is gonna come soon, hopefully. Yeah, Euro yen has been moving from yeah. So look, Euro yen is a little bit unclear. Why? Because we have all these wicks, right? Oh, this is not what I want. We have all these wicks. Inside all of these wicks, there is supply. Inside this wick, there's going to be supply. Inside this wick, there's going to be supply. Inside this candle, there's going to be supply. So essentially, the market has just been reacting to these wicks. That is why we've been pushing down. This is like the most clear area of supply. However, as we can see, we just failed to hit it. But essentially, yeah, the daily is bearish. We've been moving down from the 618. So it is, or has been, very beautiful price action wise. At the moment, we broke this low. So Euro yen is now bearish. So what I'm currently waiting for is for a pullback to occur in the near future. And yeah, essentially once we see a pullback, then we can start looking for further shorts. So this is an area of supply over here. We have some supply over here. We also have supply over here. Those are kind of the zones that I'm going to be looking for. Once we pull into there, then we can look for those shorts. I am kind of favoring this area of supply over here. Once we see a pullback into there, that is where I'm going to be looking for those shorts. So yeah, that's Euro Yen. Yeah, thanks guys, really appreciate the love. Sam, J Quinn, it really means a lot, guys. GGPM really means a lot. How does someone use the Asian range in their trading strategy? Because many traders use it, so how does one use it? Okay, so how to use the Asian range? Well, kind of the theory behind an Asian range is that this is the market, right? The market ranges during Asian. This is the Asian session. During London, you'll see a big push up, fake out on the high. This is London. You'll see a fake out on the high of the Asian range, like this is the Asian range high. You'll see a fake out on it, kind of fake out the breakout traders or get the stop losses of people who already went short. And then you'll see a big reversal down, break the Asian low, kind of see a retracement, and then you'll see further downside continuation into New York. And then, yeah, for instance, you'll see a New York rebound a bit and then have an Asian range, and then kind of like the process will repeat itself again. But that's essentially just how to use it. You just kind of wait for the highs to get taken out, and then you just wait for a reversal. Let me put it that way. Porsche would suit you well. I like the 992. Yeah, man, I'm in love with that Turbo S. I am not gonna lie, like black on black with red accents. I'm just waiting to get that car one day. That is definitely the dream for me personally. Wasn't the Euro news today a good sign for it to be bullish? To be honest, I haven't really been looking at the news today, but I am kind of interested. But to be honest, a lot of the news at the moment is kind of contradicting, and you'll see that the markets aren't really moving in line with the fundamentals. A lot of fake outs are still happening, and the markets still haven't really been moving optimally, in my opinion. But let's see. Dollar index, have a quick look. Let's see. What has the dollar index now been doing? Nice, okay. So dollar index is still pushing up. Aussie dollar is then still pushing down. Yeah, so Aussie dollar is soon going to hit that area of demand. Can we hit that area of demand before the end of this stream? That is the question for today, guys. GBPUSD. Yeah, GBPUSD starting to break the lows as well. Yeah, fantastic price action today, guys. Not gonna lie, quite some precision as well with the zones. Really nice games. NZD CAD is in demand or moving from demand, of course. Euro GBP is also inside daily demand. However, you have to be safe with the pound at the moment, because the pound is pretty bullish, because of the fact that they are really opening up the UK again. And I think the UK is being seen as one of the countries that is really coming on top of the COVID situation at the moment. So yeah, be safe with that euro pound long. Are the news bullish or bearish on your USD? Even if just I'm still looking to short EU. Yeah, I want to see big shorts on EU as well, guys. I am not gonna lie. I have been waiting for some big shorts on EU. Let's see. 15-minute. But I'm just waiting for the 15-minute to pull back. Once the 15-minute pulls back, then I'll be looking for some nice shorts. At the moment, what you're just seeing is a lot of liquidity over here, right? So we got a lot of equal lows getting taken out. This low trying to take out this low trying to take out this low. This is just a liquidity wig. I would love for your dollar to pull back and then to start really selling off. Still give us an entry, that would be nice. Yeah, we have to be careful with GU because pound is bullish, and the entire pound dollar kind of like trend is still pretty bullish, right? It's very strong at the moment. Isn't this a Wyckoff distribution on EU? Yeah, if you want to call it Wyckoff, I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's so many different kind of fancy words to call everything. Everybody, I had a serious laugh yesterday. Somebody was talking about Quasimodo distribution, blah blah blah, and he literally added a screenshot of market structure like this. He was like, and this is like high, higher high over here, higher low, higher high, and then this is a lower low, of course, and this is a lower high. And I was like, oh my god, guys, I'm getting a phone call. One sec. Sorry about that, guys. But what I was talking about was that everybody was talking about this was Quasimodo blah 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 blah, but essentially this is just a trend switch, right? So yeah, don't try and overcomplicate it with Wyckoff distribution or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just read market structure, look at supply and demand, and look at liquidity, because that's all you're gonna need. Just keep it simple, yeah. 100%. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give any trader out here. In the meantime, what is looking good on gold, guys? Yeah, gold is slow still. Nothing going on. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Are there any other questions, guys? I've probably still missed some questions of you guys. My apologies about that. But if you have a question, just let me know in the chat. I'm here to help, so just let me know. Is the quality of the stream, by the way, good? I'm still having issues with locating liquidity. It's just so hard for me. I did a video on it. Have you watched that video? Make sure to watch it. If not, yeah, like if you have any questions or examples, just share it in the community on Discord. I mean, I'm happy to help over there if you just send some specific questions. In the meantime, Aussie dollar, euro dollar, I would start selling euro dollar, not gonna lie. Like, I'm not making any promises, but I would start selling euro dollar. Okay, great, guys. No, I mean not like the quality, that of course will have me explaining, but I just mean like no lag or anything. But I'm glad that it's working. When do you know which order block is valid? Okay, so essentially, all you have to ask yourself when talking about which order block is valid is that you just have to ask yourself, what has this area of supply or demand achieved? That's all you have to ask yourself. It's not about, it's not about where, let's say, an imbalance candle is in the market, or where you see consolidation and then a push up, with an engulfing candle. It's all about what has a specific area of supply or demand achieved. So this area of demand, for instance, is significant. Why is it significant? Because it caused a break of structure. So because it caused a break of structure, this is now an interesting area for me. But let's say you have, let's say let me just show. Yeah, so over here, for instance, we have a drop, then we have a base, then we have a rally, right? So over here, let's say you have demand. Well, we have these two imbalance candles which are engulfed, right, by this bullish candle. But why would I not take this order block? Well, because it hasn't achieved anything. It didn't take out this high. So because it didn't achieve anything and it didn't take out this high, I'm not going to be using it. So for instance, let's say this area of supply over here. Why is it not an interesting area of supply? Well, the 4-hour trend is upwards, right? That first of all, because this low remained respected. Second of all, what did this area of supply achieve? Nothing really. It just caused a push down before upside continuation with the overall trend. So essentially, you're expecting this high to get run. Let's say this high took out this low, then this becomes a significant order block. But because this area of supply didn't take out anything and didn't achieve anything, I wouldn't be using it. So yeah. Are you planning to buy Aussie when it hits demand? Yeah, I'm not going to randomly start buying, of course, but if we see a lower time frame trend switch, I might look for some scalps, for some short-term buys. But we have to keep in mind that the daily is bearish. Yeah, I explained this morning, like the daily is bearish, the overall trend in towards the downside is bearish on the daily. Also on the weekly, we've already hit the EQ of the overall daily bearish range. We took out liquidity over here, so there's a lot of signs that Aussie dollar could start moving down lower, and even into, let's say, over here, supply before, for instance, pushing down lower. But this is a significant area because it did cause a break of structure. That's just something that you have to keep in mind. So yeah. I guess those were most questions. Take a look on yeah, you can also look on somebody else's YouTube channel, of course, also always possible. Do you have any tips for backtesting supply and demand? I wouldn't necessarily backtest it, but guys, like I've said this multiple times, I record a video every single day on all the major dollar pairs with all these areas of supply, demand, market structure and stuff. Just literally copy my charts, guys. Just watch how the market reacts to certain areas of supply or demand, and just, yeah, literally copy them onto your own chart. Look how the market reacts. If you have any questions, ask me, guys. I'm always here to help. If it's not here, it's on Discord. Just send me a message in the group chat. I am always happy to help. And there are so many other people in the community who are also just happy to help. I mean, it's free, right? So just ask. We're all there to help each other. We're all here to grow alongside each other. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily like back test it. I would just forward test it. Thanks, Farid. Means a lot. The Asian range explanation, is it the same concept of Judas swing? I have no idea what Judas swing is, bro. I think it's a funny name, the Judas swing, but yeah, the Judas swing. Somebody was drunk. It's like, oh, I saw the Asian high get taken out, but I'll just call it the Judas swing. Why? I don't know, but it just sounds cool. Like, yeah. I wouldn't call it the Judas swing, bro. No disrespect, of course, but... Fabio, can we end with oil? I don't know what exactly you mean with end with oil, but we can have a look at US oil at the current price. Can we have a look at Euro Aussie as well? What's your USD gonna drop to 136 and then? Okay, guys, we're gonna go into euro dollar in a sec, guys. Yeah, US oil, guys, looks good for a potential drop from this area of supply. Just take into account that it's not the most fresh area of supply, as we've already straight away taken out some supply of it, but we can definitely expect a reaction from it. Going in towards the 4 hour, we can look for a stacked area of 4 hour supply inside the overall daily supply. Look, The 4-hour supply block is still higher over here. Did we hit it? Oh. Yeah, we hit it to absolute perfection, as we can see. Beautiful. So yeah, if we're gonna see a drop in US oil, it should happen now. Just wait for this low essentially to get taken out, and then you can look for some lower time frame shorts back down in towards, let's say, this area of demand, which essentially took out this high. That is US oil. I would not trust that Judas. Yeah, man, I would not trust that Judas. Awesome tech world, NAS 100. Wait for NAS to move down a little bit lower still on the daily time frame. Wait for daily demand to get hit. I dropped an analysis inside the community, and at the beginning of the stream I also talked about NAS 100. Can you take a look at Euro Aussie? I'll have a look at Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. I just hate Euro Aussie. Look at the daily. Anything interesting on the daily? Nah, not really. I'm just not seeing it on Euro Aussie, to be honest. There's just some pairs in life that I don't know. I just don't really feel them, if you understand what I mean. Yeah. I don't see it on Euro Aussie, bro. Sorry. Just looks like so messy. No clear areas of supply demand for me personally. Like, we had supply over here, but as we can see, we reacted to it once. Like, we had this consolidation area which caused a short-term push, but now we're just moving back up into it. So this will probably just get run, and we'll probably see higher prices soon. Yeah, we'll look at Euro dollar. Do you also use daily demand or supply zones if they're not stacked with 4-hour weekly? Yeah, I often just use 4-hour together with the daily. Like, weekly isn't like a must for me personally. Let's have a look at Euro dollar. Euro dollar is pulling back a little bit, but yeah, just messy in towards the downside. Like I said, I would like to see a pullback to get in before potentially hitting lower prices. That's kind of what I'm waiting for in Euro dollar. What do you think dollar will go, please? Where do you think dollar will go? I think dollar will head maybe just a little bit lower in towards that area of daily demand. If you have not watched this morning's video, make sure to check it out. But in towards daily demand, and then potentially see a pullback back up higher. That's kind of what I'm waiting for on the dollar, for daily demand to get hit before the real reversal back up. In the meantime, has Aussie dollar and has gold already made a big move? Let's have a look. Okay, Aussie dollar has not. Slow market, guys. This week again has been like super boring. Not gonna lie. Luckily I was sick this week and not next week, because I'm expecting next week to be good again. Yeah, gold is also just not moving. Okay guys, so yeah, essentially that is it for today. Yeah, not much going on today. Let's do another stream on Monday. I think it's good if we do another stream on Monday. View the markets again on Monday, fresh week. Just getting some new questions for Monday again. So if you have any questions, just save them up for Monday. Just let me know in the chat, would you prefer Monday London session or a New York session? Let me know. Or an Asian session, of course, would also be able to do that. But yeah, let me know what you guys would prefer, London, New York, or Asian session on Monday. What do you think about pound dollar? I'm waiting for lower prices, Ahmed. I would like lower prices. I think we could start seeing a push down lower. Joel, please, what determines your entry and what determines your stop loss, considering supply and demand and liquidity concepts. Joel, I teach that inside my VIP community. Like, I'm not trying to promote my own community or whatsoever, but yeah, in there I just explain exactly when to enter and when to stay out. But essentially what I just do is I just look at areas of supply and demand, and I just wait for reactions of those areas, yeah, of supply and demand to confirm that there is supply or demand in that specific region. Once I know that there's specific or that there is supply or demand in that specific region, then I know if I have to go short, yes. Yeah, thanks guys. Okay, so let's do another New York session then on Monday. I think the preference is for New York session. We'll do another New York session then, yeah, on Monday, and I'll see you guys all there. Let's just do every Monday and Friday. I think that's gonna be fun. We can really start building the stream more and more. I think that's just good for the channel overall. If you have not yet left a like on today's stream, make sure to do so. On Monday, I'll also be inviting one of you guys onto the stream to talk with me and to go through some charts. So make sure to be there on Monday, as Monday is going to be one hell of a stream. Thank you all for joining today once again. I wish you all a fantastic day, and we will speak very, very soon. Thanks, guys.